Hey guys, it's my new 5 Series. Look at all the space. It's like an armchair back here. So this is my new E39 5 Series. I've just brought up a new car. £500 it cost me, but I still think it's quite a good price, but you will see why it's £500 definitely. The previous owner really managed to get damage on all parts of the car. Well, there's some wear inside, but mainly there's a lot of cosmetic damage outside. I've always kind of wanted an E39 5 Series. I've had a E46 around the same era. However, this one is pretty beat up. But on the plus side, the aircon works and it's ULEZ compliant, so I can go into London, and next year when it's expanded, it will still be fine if I still have it by next year. So back in 2002, what did you get for your money on your 5 Series? I think these cars could go as high as 40 grand back in 2002, which is a lot of money. So what did you get? You got, in this particular model, it's a 530i, so 3 litre petrol engine, straight 6, very smooth. And obviously we got tan interior in here. We got the sport package on the outside, which is quite rare to see. Makes it quite collectible, and then also we've got fully electric memory seats, obviously air conditionings and all that doodad. They had a telephone back then, but it really doesn't do anything now. It's we don't even have the telephone attachment, and you know, you've got parking sensors as well, which is quite cool for 2002. So what are your initial thoughts, Cameron, on the 5 Series?
It's the first time I've really properly been in it from a driving perspective, but I'm not a big fan of the tan interior. But
I've always loved tan.
Yeah, but
we've had this disagreement.
We always argue about this, but the BMW 6-cylinder is one of the best engines that there is, and it's got all the power that you need.
So, what are we looking at for performance? So, Cameron and I did a little bit of research. I mean, before we do the research, what's the Buckfield dyno?
It's not fast.
It's definitely not fast,
but it does what you need. It does what you need. That will lug everything around. You've got massive space in the back, not only for kids but also for cargo as well, and that will get you about absolutely fine. Yeah. Although if you do that too many times, you will average about 5 mpg.
Yeah, so. Definitely. So moving on to the engine, obviously I think quite popular, and very popular for good reason, the 3 litre straight 6 in this, around 200 pound-feet of torque. With the auto transmission, which sucks even more economy out of it, it gets to 60, I think, we found it was 7.6 seconds?
Yeah, 7 seconds, which is plenty. Yeah, I mean, plenty for a daily, which is really what this is. It's not exactly a performance car.
It has got, I mean, I wouldn't call it a few issues, I'd probably call it a lot of issues. The very common issue is the dashes, so the circuit board behind the dash gets funny and you can't properly see the pixels in it. So when you turn on the radio, for example, listening to whatever, you can't actually see what you're listening to, because, or what station you're listening to, because the pixels don't show up. And the actual central locking doesn't work in general on the key, because the keys run out of battery. The cup holders are just completely gone, just completely done in.
It's also the outside that has some issues now, namely from the photos you can see. The front bumper is probably what gives it away the most. I think if you got a new front bumper, it would look 90% okay. It would be a 10-footer, but because of the front bumper, it's about a 25-footer with a squint in your eye.
Yeah, a little bit like. Yeah, it's a good-looking car, I promise. Look, they put it on a robot and then they get you through to a person. Hello? I had the worst accident ever, and you're trying to call me up about how bad it was.
Yeah, I broke my back, mate. I'm in hospital.
Yeah, they don't like that, do they?
Piss off.
So that's it for the review for the 530i. Obviously it's not in the cleanest condition, but I'm sure we can do something about that.
Yeah, obviously for £500 can't really complain, and there's certainly going to be good potential. We're going to try and get that out in the next few videos. We're going to fix all the issues that it has to the best of our ability within a decent budget. Obviously we still want to make money on this car if we do eventually sell it in the future, but hopefully you come along for the ride with what we're going to be doing with this car and then seeing what we're going to make of it. It's certainly got good potential. It's one of the best dailies you can get for this price.
That is ULEZ compliant, by the way, which is very important for where I live. So I need it to be ULEZ, whereas if it was a diesel, it would not be ULEZ compliant. So that, for me, makes it for me.
Yeah, so that'll be it for this video, and we'll see you next time.